So here we are again, day 2 of 4, and right now Popeye is heading vertical. Rescue 4 out of Queens. This is the third climb for Rescue 4. Brother William Mahoney is gonna meet the top with Lieutenant Dowdle and Terry Farrell, who've gone before. So right now Popeye is going vertical. This climb is dedicated to his wife Donna, his 2 sons William and Joseph, and his daughters Shannon and Denise. Okay, I got them all. Yeah, so all 5 family members that were left behind. So we're about to kick this one off shortly for our brother Bill Mahoney, a 15-year veteran of the FDNY. He was there at Queens, Rescue 4, Popeye. It said the first day he came on the job, he helped pull an unconscious female out of a blazing fire in Woodside, and then he went back to his station, and in the kitchen of the Queens firehouse they had a fist fight and a food fight at the same time. So he had quite the interesting evening for his first night on the shift there at Popeye, Rescue 4 out of Queens. Like some of the other brothers in the 343 and still counting, they were police officers or worked for NYPD and then transferred over to the FDNY. That was the case with Bill Mahoney. He actually started off as a New York Police Department scuba rescue diver, and used those tools and that knowledge to bring it to the FDNY. He did do rescue diving and recovery on the TWA Flight 800, looking for survivors and doing recovery. This 110 is given with honor and respect. For our brother who made the ultimate sacrifice, along with 342 other brothers in the initial rescue effort on 9/11/2001, leaving behind his 5 family members, his wife Donna, 2 sons William and Joseph, and 2 daughters Shannon and Denise. We will never forget the sacrifices that were made so that others could live. The greatest rescue effort in United States history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved because of the heroism and bravery shown by our brothers in the original 343, and the heroism shown in the recovery effort with the ants still counting. This 110 is given with honor and respect for a father, a husband, a son, and our brother. He was a really good baseball player and played center field for 2 different teams while he coached for his kids' baseball team. And I'm really going to tear this one up, but I think it's called the Connecticut something or another baseball league. They actually put a field in his memory. So this 110 is for his family to know he will never be forgotten. For Bill Mahoney, Rescue 4. Carrying him up right now. The third brother from Popeye to be taken vertical. Going up with Dowdle, Lieutenant, and Terry Farrell. He's the third brother being carried. Rescue 4 is actually part of the Special Operations Command. Rescue 1 is outstanding there in Manhattan. And then you got Rescue 2 in Brooklyn, the Bulldogs. Rescue 3 is Big Blue. And then you've got Rescue 4, Popeye out of Queens. And last but not least, as far as I know, unless they put out the Rescue 6 yet, but Rescue 5 there in Staten Island, Blue Thunder. Working heavily with the squads, with Hazmat Company 1. They provide heavy rescue, specialized technical rescue, scuba diving, water rescue. Outside of just fighting fires and responding to pretty much a large amount of calls. So right now, it's 110 floors for another brother to reach that top. And right now it's for Rescue 4. Our brother William Mahoney from Popeye. We're taking him up right now for his wife Donna, for his two sons, William and Joseph, and his two daughters, Denise and Shannon. A promise was made that they would never be forgotten, always remembered instead. And that's being kept. For our brother who had 15 years of service to the citizens of New York, was on a heavy, specialized rescue team, came over from the NYPD as a scuba diver, rescue diver, put his training into service for the FDNY. Responded to TWA 800 as part of the recovery effort. We will never forget. The legacy will live on through our brothers, the Climbs, and through his family, through his wife and 4 kids. To them I say we will never forget. We will always remember. Taking one at a time, one story given, until they all reach the top. And the initial 343. And following that, the end still counting. Recovery. Those who work the pile will go vertical. Each one have a climb until they are all accounted for. And right now, this is for, like I said, Bill Mahoney, Rescue 4, Popeye, in effect, going vertical for the 3rd time since this commitment started 2 years ago. Heading up with Lieutenant Dowdle, and Terry Farrell, who are already at the top. Be the third brother to reach it upon completion of this climb. Carrying him up as we speak. This climb is all about our brother's loss on the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history on U.S. soil. This is for the heroism of bravery shown so that others could live. The greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved because of the sacrifices made that would let others live. Carrying him right now symbolically, William Mahoney, Rescue 4. Like I said, his first night at work at a Rescue 4, he went into a structure and helped his crew pull out an unconscious female. After that, went back to the firehouse there in Queens, and there was a fist fight and a food fight there in the kitchen. And it was at that point that he knew he found his place at the station. For Queens, we're carrying up Rescue 4. Taking it up as another brother's headed vertical. Popeye is moving up. Like I said before, part of the Special Operations Command of the FDNY. There's 5 current rescues. Outstanding Rescue 1, the Bulldog Rescue 2, Big Blue Rescue 3, Popeye Rescue 4, and Blue Thunder Rescue 5. Heavily specialized personnel in all facets of technical rescue, scuba diving rescue, and some hazardous materials. But our brothers respond to every large call, every fire, and they get to work. Along with the squads, Hazmat Company 1, the Dive Rescue guys, Marine Company, all special operations. Taking them up with honor and respect to keep their memories alive. This is a 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors for Firefighter William Mahoney. Queens, Rescue 4, FDNY. Carrying him up right now. For honor to his family left behind, his wife Donna, and 4 children. Sons William and Joseph, daughters Denise and Shannon. He used to be a coach for the baseball team for his kids. Along with playing baseball himself, played center field at the same time for 2 teams. We can never forget the families left behind, the legacies left behind, and their stories. That's why we climb, to keep them alive, and to let their families know they are never forgotten. So, for William Mahoney's family, he is being carried 110 floors. Finishing the footsteps of those who went before us, all the way to that symbolic top of the tower. Third time going up for Popeye right now. Going vertical. For our brother right here, William Mahoney, Rescue 4. Going up as we speak. And now we're over the halfway mark, 60 floors in. So today is day 2, second climb of this ship so far, of the 96-hour tour that I'm working. So tomorrow and Saturday, another brother will make it vertical. Pushing it up by each step taken to give honor and respect for those sacrifices made so that others could live. But right now, Popeye is over halfway there. Going up for our brother who was an NYPD rescue diver that went to the FDNY. Responded to TWA Flight 800 as a part of the rescue diving recovery effort. We will never forget his service on both sides, red and blue. We will not. Right now I'm pushing him to the top to finish his footsteps all the way to the 110th floor. Going there. He left behind a wife and 4 children. His wife Donna, his children William, Joseph, Shannon, and Denise. They need to know that we remember. We will never forget. So they are aware that his memory is kept alive. So right now it's Popeye with firefighter William Mahoney going vertical. "15 years on the department, along with this time in the NYPD. We will never forget. We will honor the sacrifices made so that others could live. So, for those just joining, welcome from Sunland Park, New Mexico, Station 2's gym, carrying another brother of the initial 343 commitment to the top prior to the and still counting memorial climbs commencing. All initial 343 will be accounted for. starting to get a little bit foggy. Got some condensation running down the mask, but I can still see, so we're still rolling. Working towards my 220th floor in 2 days. Before it's done, 440, 110 each day. Another climb to reach the top. All right, so we're coming up on the last 2 verticals. This one, a little bit of a slowdown. Last vertical put us at the 101st floor, and it's only a little ways to go from there. And this 110 floors of honor and respect for firefighter William Mahoney, Queens Rescue 4, Popeye, going up for the 3rd time in this commitment, joining Lieutenant Dowdle and firefighter Terry Farrell at the top once we reach it. Going over 80 floors now, getting a few steps closer towards that next last vertical coming up. Going there as we speak for Rescue 4, FDNY Special Operations Command. It was said that Bill Mahoney was known as basically being a fish because of his scuba diving and water skills. It said when he didn't utilize it for scuba diving, he'd actually go, I believe it said around Long Island, spearfishing. And he was also known to hit a few of the furthest golf hits in some tournaments that he was part of. His children's baseball league actually named a field after Bill Mahoney for being their coach. It was said that he wasn't the typical hard coach. He would pull the kids to the side and encourage them before going out. And one thing I thought was really interesting was that before he went to go play baseball, whether his family was able to make it or not, if they couldn't make it to the game, he had everyone touch the bat. If they made it to the game, he did the same thing before he would actually go out to the field. His family had a ritual that they all participated in. Our brother and 342 others, and still counting, will never be forgotten. They will always be remembered. Again, like I said before, for heroism and bravery, so that others would live. For his family, his wife, and 4 children, Madonna, William, Joseph, Shannon, and Denise. He will live on. His legacy will live on. And here, an electronic record will carry on in the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors, memorial climb for firefighter William Mahoney, Queens Rescue 4, Popeye. Going back up again. This time for firefighter Bill Mahoney. Getting closer and closer towards that 200th climb. That 200th climb will take place in Seattle, Washington, at the Port of Seattle SeaTac 911 Memorial Stairwell with my brother Alan Martinez and Kelly Melton, Jake Frame, and possibly Adam if he's around to make the climb. Going vertical, almost the last few steps of this last vertical. It's been raining most of the day today. Real wet, real humid outside. Hopefully tomorrow's gonna be a little cooler, because when it's hot outside, it's definitely hot inside. So here we are, the 100th floor, 101st, pushing along. Almost there. For firefighter William Mahoney. Rescue 4. Queens out of Popeye. Popeye out of Queens. Queens out of Popeye, sorry. Popeye. Based in Queens. One of the specialized units. Special Operations Command of the FDNY. This climb is dedicated to his wife Donna, his sons Joseph and William, his daughters Denise and Shannon, to the FDNY Special Operations Command, to Rescue 4 out of Queens, Popeye. This is all your climb. I'm just the one carrying him. But this isn't about me, it's about all the brothers and those who responded on the rescue effort and following the recovery effort. It's all them. Each story told a reflection of who they were. For the families, for the FDNY, and for our country. We will always remember. We will never forget. And we're really close there now to that 110th floor. For our brother, right here, William Mahoney. Rescue 4, a rescue diver who was with the NYPD before crossing over to the FDNY. We will never forget his service to the citizens of New York in both the police and fire departments. All right, and there we are, 110 floors. Brother, William Mahoney, rest easy. We got it from here.